truthfulness, and an ability to serve without the records. The union had an election in 2022 for the present office bearers, inclusive of those who are politically persuaded or not. And those individuals are authorized to act on behalf of the members. So this is the latest attempt at union busting, we call it in trade unionism. And government will take a beating for this, because no civic-minded person, whether you are living here locally or abroad, we've had protests, we've had strikes all across, even in the developed world. When people are dissatisfied about something, they make it known. And if there is no way of treating with it, the matters are quickly resolved. When there is strike in the US by the North American Teachers Union, or there is strike in other countries like there was in Antigua recently, in a matter of a day, the government engaged. Yes, the government engaged the union and their matter was resolved. But this government wants to show who is boss. And so they will flex all their muscles. But the longest rope has an end. And it brings me to the point where I want to say that we are out here. The last government pushed the union to a place where we had a strike. Because based on the count or the recount or whatever it was, based on the declared result, the winning party won by about 5,000 votes. The party won by about 5,000 votes. Well, we out here. And judging from yesterday's statistics, we checked. Based on the numbers coming out of the schools, 23 branches we checked of the 40 branches. Those were the information available to us through our data gathering process. Today we're going to do a more expansive one. There were 6,800 and something teachers. I think it's 815 teachers. The GTU statement has the correct number. I don't have it here because I'm driving. 6,815, I believe, teachers were expected to be at work. Of that amount, 3,914 were not at work, accounting for 58%. Accounting for 58% of the teachers withholding their services, whether they were out on the picketing line or the protest line, or they were just happy to remain at home and show solidarity to the union. So, we just got less than 7,000 teachers to respond, or the numbers of 7,000 teachers on day one that we gather. 58% of those teachers came out and support the union, either by remaining at home or they joined the protest line. And yet for all, the release coming out of the Ministry of Education, you check their page, and this is not making up a story, you check the Ministry of Education's page, and they're saying most teachers came out. I don't know what most mean. It is the Ministry of Education must operate with data. You can't publish 3 classes and say the majority of the teachers came out. And some of those schools that were published, those pictures were taken many moons ago. Many moons ago. So the reality is we are up against an administration that is bent on subjugating the working class people. And like I said, today GTU is standing its ground, being the strongest and the boldest union in this country to stand against either government. We stood against the Granger government and we are standing against the Ali's government. Because when something is not right, we give time for it to be fixed. And if it cannot be fixed and you refuse to fix it, we will take our stand. And we are prepared to go all the way. You could call it how illegal you want. You could do all the threats that you want. The union will stand resolute. Day 2, we outside. And from the reports coming in, more teachers have joined. The crowd has swollen. So let me see the ministry saying most teachers went to work. A lot of teachers, like I said yesterday, the way teachers operate, many of them are scared. And so they're peeping to see if the colleagues come out, what is going to be the reaction. And based on what they see, they build courage. The main fact that governments must worry about is that teachers are unhappy with the salary. And government, you are there to fix it. You are there to engage the union. We don't want to have any discussion on the duress. We don't want that. We said we are prepared to talk. We are prepared to talk. We made that very clear. Where all the protest action took place yesterday, no government official, no education ministry official came out and spoke to the teachers. Well, I don't know how more barbaric we can be. Well, you know what happened in the past and was accepted will not be accepted. Today we hope to gather about 13,000 for the number's sake. And we will publish, because there's about just over 13,000 teachers in the teaching fraternity. We know of that set. The teachers attending CPC were threatened that they must report for duty or they're going to knock them off. The teachers who just joined the profession, they were threatened. So some of them are forced to go to work, but they are in solidarity. Like the teacher who was the teachers. They are usually attached to a senior teacher as their mentor. But because of the strike action, that teacher had to be in front of the classroom. And many people who not even educators were commenting that the teacher did not get the attention of the children. They commented that the teacher did not prepare our board correctly. She had no learning aids. And one has to see with that teacher, because it is not customary that those CPC teachers would have a class by themselves. They are usually attached to another teacher as their mentor. So, Guyana and the rest of the world, we elected a government in 2020, whether by a large or a small margin. The government of the day is the government of the day. And I find it very disgusting as a law-abiding citizen. I find it very disgusting as a citizen of this country who is educated to believe that in this age, this government will believe that you can spite the union and in so doing, you spite over 13,000 people when you won an election by just 5,000 votes. You be the judge. The teachers will have an unforgiving spirit for this government if they carry through with their plan with union busting. You know what you're saying to the civic-minded, educated young people, and you are quick to boast of how many more persons you have offered higher education more than ever before, and we give you loud applause. That is what a country must do, educate its citizens. But the detriment to governments when they educate the citizens is that you can't do nonsense. When you educate the citizens, they become wiser. They become more independent as thinkers. They read through the line. They comprehend. Unlike some people, they comprehend and they make their own decision. Nobody can threaten them and brainwash them and do them all kind of thing. That is why the threats coming from the ministries of education and labor and the threat coming from government is not standing, because the teachers have said, we big and we get sense. We see you loud and clear. We understand what you want to do. You want to make us powerless. You want to have a citizenry. When you say jump, we mustn't ask why. You want to have a citizenry. When you say run, we mustn't say how far, but we must subject ourselves. Well, we have been liberated. As a historian, myself, I've studied the history of not only Guyana, but the Caribbean, because my foundational studies finds its way not only in leadership, but it finds its way in studying the history of this country, the history of the Caribbean, and the history of the Americas. That is why my recent visit and trip, educational it was, to Mexico, would have revealed and caused me to relate to what I learned about the Mayans, how they live. That is my base. And I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, colleagues in education, it will not be business as usual. This government must get it right. We have to stop with the propaganda statement that this is political, because the teachers showed you yesterday that this is not political. The teachers came out in their numbers of all political persuasion, of all ethnicity, of all levels in the education sector, of all social classes, of all status. They came out. And even though some of them are at school, they are showing solidarity with us. They're just there in school. The children are not learning anything because the system has been disrupted. You take out of 6,900 teachers, 6,800 teachers, you take 3,900 from the classroom and tell me that business was as usual? The common man who is familiar with data would know. And my learned colleagues in the education sector, remember, once a teacher, always a teacher. Once a teacher, always a teacher. To the Public Service Union, you have to join this fight. Let us see if they will withhold their services from you too. I call on Mr. Patrick Yard and the members of the Public Service Union. I call on all unions in Guyana to see this gross injustice meted out to the Guyana Teachers Union, because we have called our members out. Other unions have done similarly with not such repercussions. Other unions have done worse with no such repercussions. But to label this strike illegal,
anywhere beneath the sun, yet what force on earth is weaker than the feeble strength of what the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong.
Knowledge about what industrial relations is all about would have recognized that the Minister of Labor, the Minister of Education, and the Chief Labor Officer in particular were guilty of dereliction of duty. It is either that they are ignorant of what these collective bargaining procedures are about, or they're pretending to be ignorant about what they're about. But the answers in themselves, or the defense that they have advanced in categorizing the strike or characterizing the strike as being illegal, is one that flies in the face of industrial relations theory, practice, norms, in the face of all the instruments, legal and otherwise, whether it be charters or conventions, right? That speaks to the question of good industrial relations, any part of the world.
So, tell me now, as a veteran leaders, how difficult or how easy would it be for the union how to pursue this now that the capitalism has been withdrawn?
Well, I am not too sure. What one was told by the question asked is that there is a threat to withdraw it.
So they have decided to.
Oh, they have decided to withdraw it?
Yes.
Well, the union, first of all, will have to sit and they will have to deliberate on that. We will advise the leadership of the union to request urgently a meeting of the Ghana Trade Union Congress so that we can discuss this matter more fully and decide on an appropriate course of action.
But as a veteran, logistically, will it be hard?
Well, it will pose some kind of a logistical problem, and that is why in the first instance, unions led by the Amalgamated Transport and General Workers Union led the struggle for the implementation of the agency fee arrangement. Now, what must also be noted that if there is an extant agreement between the union and the ministry as it relates to the agency arrangement, then to unilaterally or arbitrarily, right, discontinue that arrangement will be a violation of that agreement. And that also will speak to the question of the callousness of this system.
But they're relying on the High Court. They're relying on a High Court decision that would be.
Yeah, but there was a High Court decision with the PSU forces. Yes, I'm aware of that. But the fact of the matter is that despite that High Court, judgment, the Ministry of Education continued deduction of the agency fee based on the agreement between the Ghana Teachers Union and the Ministry of Education. So, to discontinue that, the deductions now smart clearly on the question of education and an attempt at human government and intimidation.
Yes, I think the conduct of the union as a reason for withdrawing the agency shopping. That is to say, the illegality of the strike, alleged threats, and alleged use of racist motivation as reasons for withdrawing.
I can give you a very succinct answer to all that you've just said. Poppycock, nonsense, nonsense, right? Whatever they are accusing the GTU of, they are guilty of.
Thank you very much, Mr. Witter.
You're welcome.
That's Mr. Witter, the president of the Guyana Trades Union Congress, and we want to welcome all our viewers who are joining us from around the world. This is day 2 of the Guyana Teachers Union strike, and the teachers are out again. News ones have also joined the bunch.
You can't kill GTU. You can't kill GTU. Bria, what you do? You can't kill GTU. No matter what you do, you can't kill GTU. No matter what you do, you can't kill GTU. Bria, what you do? 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 You can't kill GTU. No matter what you do, you can't kill GTU. No matter what you do, you can't kill GTU. No matter what you do, you can't kill GTU. 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 No matter what you do, you can't kill GTU. You can't kill GTU. You can't kill GTU. Bria, what you do? You can't kill GTU. Bria, what you do? You can't kill GTU. Bria, what you do? You can't kill GTU. You can't kill GTU. No matter what you do. When the union's inspiration through the workers' black shaman, there can be no power greater anywhere beneath the sun. Yet what force on earth is weaker than the feeble strength of one? The union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. They have taken untold billions that they never told to earn, but without our brain and muscle, not a single will return. We can break their haughty power, gain our freedom when we learn that the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever.
have here the legendary Teacher Stella in the house. Teacher Stella. It's disrespect. 6.5. 6.5. Look, give up close. 6.5. It's disrespect. 6.5. 6.5. All right, the creativity. 6.5. It's disrespect. It's disrespect. It's disrespect. We have a lot of people donating water to the teachers' struggle. I would like to acknowledge Miss Pollard from K's Food Shop, the legendary food shop, Miss K in the market. We'd like to thank her for making a contribution. Miss Pollard, thanks to Figgy's Grocery, thanks to Miss Melville's Grocery, thanks to all of the patrons who have just been observing, passing by, and dropping off a case of water. But we must acknowledge the business community is also in support of the actions of our teachers here in the Linden community. And we want to say a big shout out, big thanks to those businesses that have come on board and lend support to our teachers.
We put systems in place because we know as long as our teachers come out here, they will want to cut the teachers' salaries. So systems are in place to deal with our teachers and to compensate them for whatever monies that they're going to lose.
How will this directly affect the union as a whole? I mean, the union functions on dues from the teachers. How will this directly affect the union?
Well, cutting the teacher's salary will not affect the union. As a matter of fact, the union has various ways and means of getting funding. As we speak, if you were looking not too long, you recognize that persons are coming and they're dropping monies in our hands. And so the union will survive. The Ghana Teachers Union has been in existence for over 135 years. And this is not the first time we're having a strike. I remember in 2003 when we had one of the largest strikes when we had that on the Sydney murder. The same thing they did. They stopped remitting the dues, deducting the dues and remitting to the union. And we paid our teachers then. Much more now in 2024. You think we can't afford to pay our members? We will afford to pay our members. As a matter of fact, if you heard the chants coming from our members, they're saying, when you stop deducting the dues, MMG will work. So, I mean, it's not going, it might slow up the process for maybe a month or so, but it's not going to kill the GTU. The GTU is in partnership with one of the largest teachers union in this world, Education International. And that body, because we're affiliated to them, we are going to get even more support for them. Our teachers unions in Africa, they are ready and willing to support the Guyana Teachers Union and any other teachers union across the Caribbean and elsewhere. So the Ministry of Education and by extension the government can continue to deploy their wicked and vindictive ways, but we will survive.
Ms. McGraw, what do you make of the reasons that we advanced in the letter to the President of the Union about the withdrawal of the agency shop arrangement?
It is nothing strange, like I said. They have done that before, and so we're not surprised by that action. And again, the you in the union is what makes us strong, so we'll continue to stand strong.
Besides things like politicization, threats, all.
I don't think you expect them to say anything different.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And so you heard it from the GTU General Secretary Quetta MacDonald. They've taken away the Jews and to try and to stifle the work of the GTU. We have Nima Flubes, Honorable Member of Parliament, and also a teacher as well, who's on the line. Ms. Bess, your thoughts on all the developments so far with the government, what the government trying now to take away the dues from the teachers, saying it's illegal strike. Your thoughts on all of this?
Well, my thoughts about this entire process, the Ministry of Education government continues to demonstrate that they are bullies, or they think they are bullies. If you cannot stand up and speak for your right in this country, then there's a purpose for us having a constitution that speaks for freedom and rights as citizens of this country. As a teacher, I can tell you of the many challenges personally I've encountered along with my colleagues. I'm a teacher of sports, as you know, and many times I have to be complaining about the condition of my field. It is not well kept. Ministry policy of cleaning the fields once or twice a term. Then we got grass growing all the time. It means it hinders the child's play space. You're able to carry out your function as a teacher. You're not able to do that. Now the new grants for they're touting all about. They're not telling people about all the stress that teachers have to go through to go and get a quotation, to spend a little bit money. When they send the money now, you ask, you said, your department needs X, Y, and Z. There's a whole list of those where you can't get from this money. So what exactly is the purpose? What is it that you're trying to get fixed? You know, these are things that we have to address. Teachers are in schools where the chairs are not in good condition. I'm at the school where my chair is not in good condition. I have to invest in 2 cushions because of my back. And I've spoken about it and seem to fall on deaf ears. And just like me, I have colleagues at other schools who are purchasing their own chairs to sit on. And this is so disrespectful. Why is it that you cannot take care of the needs of the teachers who are working in the school to teach and educate our children? It's a lot of sacrifice. I heard them attacking me, but I'm waiting patiently on them. All my years in teaching, I've never had any bad record. I've always stand up for my right. I have a right to. If the teachers are comfortable, the students will even be more comfortable. We go above and beyond just the classroom to ensure that our students are properly catered for and they're taken care of. We have many times, even now, you have to put your hands in pocket to assist students. Where these ministry officials be, they tell you that they implement programs. You talk about the feeding program that they provide to the children. Many times teachers have to step in because some of the things they bring in make no sense, you know. And so when we speak, I look at the number of things that people are saying. This is not about the students. This is about the teachers. Our rights. We have rights. Just like our students, we have rights. And we have a right to speak up. This government needs to engage our union. Sending a letter to say that they don't recognize our union goes to show undemocratic. This PPPC government is they're wicked. And people need to come out and speak out against it because they're talking about all these things they care. And you see that these state government officials put our children in harm, that they continue to have dirty and stinking characters around our children. They're not doing anything about that. So fix it right. I am calling on the government this morning to ensure that they engage our union and ensure that we are properly compensated. We're not asking for anything that we don't deserve. We're asking to be comfortable, and I will continue.
So the head teachers, and we only have to allocate 2,600 or thereabouts printers. Just like how it was advertised on Facebook when they were doing the scholarship program on Goal, which I was a part of, that the program was a BBA in multimedia, a bachelor's in multimedia. When the enrollment came, I saw that it was multimedia management. That's right, a business degree. I continued. The minister came to Anna Regina Secondary. I went and I asked the minister, because there were whispers around that they're not going to add this to our qualification and to our salaries at the end. I stood up and I asked the minister, Honorable Minister, on the Facebook page, when this thing was advertised, I enrolled because it said it's going to add to our salaries and our qualifications and benefits. The minister looked at me point blank and said she doesn't know and she doesn't think so. This was on her Facebook page, not her Facebook page, the ministry's Facebook page, and she shared it. And then she is going to come and say that it's not going to add to her qualifications. As a Seventh-day Adventist, I will not participate in any forms of exams or coursework or classes that fall from on the Sabbath, which is from Friday sunset to Saturday sunset. And many of their exams came during that time, so I couldn't do those exams. They said to me, all right, wait until next semester, and they will allow you to do the to resit the exams. Lo and behold, when it came again, it came on the Sabbath again. So I discontinued. I had to. Because we care. No, you don't care. You don't care about your teachers. If you cared, we wouldn't be out here. If you cared, they wouldn't be out here. And I don't want to use a minority statistics, but I have to right now. I'm saying to you that this is only a fraction of the teachers who are frustrated, who want to strike, who are willing to strike. And then there are those who can't afford. Yes, that's right. This is not political. So I'm going to keep saying that over and over and over again. This is not political. Who's this Mahendra Bano? You need to come to school, bro, because it seems as if someone is teaching you incorrectly. It's a whole lot of stuff.
One question. Do we have anyone here from all the South Branch people?
South Branch. Look, man, here. Yes. South Branch.
I must give the South Branch people, I must commend them. But I want to say
Of course, Amira. Thank you for joining the live. Join.
Your leader, I'm not seeing the leader in any place. And we need to get our leaders out. Because for the man of man, yesterday, we thought that leader was supposed to lead today.
Somebody said we're on Guyana Uncut. Oh, we have police presence. They're over there. Don't worry. They're right over there. Not to worry. All right. So if anyone is going to be commenting any political stuff on the live, just leave them be. Don't even reply to them. If it's going to be something ignorant, please just ignore them, because I'm sure you know that when they're going to show up, all of those persons who are benefiting, who are beneficiaries, they're going to show up. They're going to show up and they're going to talk. So let them do what they have to do. We're focused on what we have to do. And what I plan to do today is to make sure that there is no misinformation. Somebody's saying even the kids strike, they don't want to go to school. Oh, we love our babies, we do. And I miss them very much. But like I said, we're leaving systems in place so that they can be taken care of. All right? So don't think that teachers are just out here just gallivanting and doing what they have to do. No. This is about making a statement, a collective statement together. And while we're striking, we're still caring for the children in the classroom. All right, so thank you, Ms. Perez, for joining. Share the live, everyone. Share the live. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can get to see. Enough of seeing my face. It's time to see some of the faces of the frustrated teachers. Injustice will continue when we have persons who are in a position to do something about it, but they choose to remain quiet. Solidarity forever. You have Sir Yannick coming in here. Share the live, folks. Share the live. All of these discussions that's going on around here, it's because of the unjust treatment of teachers. They want to cut the salaries. They want to cut what is already small so that they could take food out of our children's mouths. Let the international community know that is what their plans are. They would have said it. Some teachers are looking from at home, and I was told it's bringing tears to their eyes. The Ministry of Education through the government is saying that they're going to make sure that they stifle GTU by taking away the $700 per month fee from the salaries of teachers. They're taking it away. And if you take it away, we're going to send it in through MMG. That's what we're going to do. Solidarity forever. I may not agree with everything that the union is doing, and some of the key persons who they, sometimes it may seem as if it's political, but I'm saying for those of us on the ground, it is not. It is not, no matter how they try to twist and turn it. She passed us yesterday with blazing speed. Not even a wave to the teachers. Share the live. We're only at 1.3. $1,300 viewers. Let's get the live. Share the live, please. Share the live. We want people to see, look, more teachers are coming in. More teachers are coming in. Share the live. We want this to reach the international community.
Use your platform to share the live. Reporting to you live from this wonderful shed that was being constructed, seemingly, especially for us, the teachers here. And for those persons who are talking about Miss Coretta this, Miss Coretta that, do you see Miss Coretta here? Do you see her here? No, she's not here. The teachers are here. That's right. The teachers are outside. We don't want empty threats from the Ministry of Education. We don't want empty threats. One of my role models that I look up to, he told me something that's going to stick with me forever. Many things I listened from him. He said, we don't make excuse. We make things happen. Ministry of Education, don't make excuses. Make things happen. We make things happen in the classroom all the time. We use little and make much with what we have. You're saying that more monies will be left in our pockets since we don't have to use our salaries anymore. But that's a lie too, because guess what? We still have to hire taxis to go around to do the shopping with the cash grant. You don't allow us to use money from the cash grants to go and make the purchases. So where we getting money for that from, Honorable Minister? Still coming. Imagine the audacity of giving teachers this much and then taking from that as well. The audacity. I'm just gonna take a moment to go and check my messages coming in. If you want something to be shared on this live, straight from the horse's mouth, please. Oh, by the way, why is it being said that union leaders are making threats, but no names? Let us know. Let the public know. Let them know. Look, I'm turning the camera, miss. Yo.
All right. Good morning, folks. Let us just organize ourselves in this area here. So all those who are just come in. You're welcome. Remember, this year was built for us. So
we're hearing from Mr. Hines there, a teacher in Turks and Caicos with a degree in education. It's $4,000 a month. Share the live, folks.
And yesterday we would have used the bed and they emptied it for us.
We're very grateful. Yes.
Good morning. Now, this is what will happen this morning. You know, in everything, we need to give God
share
praise
the life,
and
share the life, share the life, share the life.
We need to look to the Creator, give God praise and thanks. So I'll ask quickly someone to offer a quick word of prayer. Who's coming this morning?
G. George, it's good to see you. Thank
All
you,
right.
thank you.
Miss Natty, please come forward. Yes, so Miss Natty will offer a word of prayer, so let us bow our hearts. Let's pray. Lord, as we gather here as teachers, oh dear God, I pray, God, as I invite you once more in our midst, Lord. Father, Lord, this is day 2, and I pray, God, that you give us strength as teachers. Help us, God, to be united, oh God. United we stand, divided we fall. Give us the strength and the courage, oh God, that we can come here, oh God, and to stand strong with each other, oh Lord. Heavenly Father, I pray, oh God, that you bless us individually, Lord. You know our individual needs, oh God. You know, Father, that we are studying our children, but teachers have needs, Lord.
That's right.
And we pray, God, that you bless us and have mercy upon us. And all God's people say, Amen. I'm no longer a slave here. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave.
Goosebumps, absolute goosebumps.
I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. There is power in the name of Jesus to break every chain. There is power in the name of Jesus. There is power in the name of Jesus. To break every chain.
Break every chain. Break every chain. Break. Every chain, break every chain. Imagine you have teachers out there hurting. Share the life, folks. Share the life. We're not moving from 1.2. Share the life. Share the life.
Break every chain. Break every chain.
Break every chain. Break every chain. Break every chain. Break every chain.
All right, hold up your black cards. Let's break every chain.
That's right. That's right. We're coming around. We're going around. Tell them to join the live. We got 1,200 persons on the live right now. Yeah. Respect teachers. A point of rice, 200. 3 egg, 200. 2 plantain like gold right now, 300. 5 malnourished, dehydrated bora, 200. A pound of chicken, 500. Oil, 800 and up. Milk, 680 and up. Teachers have their families to feed. We need food on the table. We're fighting for betterment. This is all about survival, folks. This is not a political statement. This is coming from the teachers themselves who are in this struggle, deserving betterment. We're saying break every chain. Break every chain. Louis Vuitton. And the air gone up from there, Seto. Solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. That's right. That's right.
Well, brothers and sisters, today is our second day out here. And so we intend, we have 10 days to play with. And we know that before the 10 days, the ministry will come and speak to our representative, which is the union, which is us, with positive vibes.
That's right. That's right.
As I'm speaking here, I can tell you, I've received some international calls.
That's right.
And we've been backed by persons overseas.
That's right.
Who is saying to us, we must continue with this struggle. Now, this struggle is not, and we're making this clear all the time, is not and it's never meant to be a political one.
That's right.
This struggle
Product name.
Good morning. Good morning. We're in the height of the strike at this point in time. So it might be a little difficult to do that. But the person who is speaking right now, I can see if we can get to him. I think he's going to be a better person to do the interviewing. I am the tech guy right now, holding the video in my hand, sending a voice note.
But let me tell you, I can only afford Chinese clothes.
So most definitely, I would be able to do this after, but
I just sit there. And that is what we were accustomed to. Because our meager salary doesn't go up to the bread.
yes,
And so when you see we are dressing up, it is because we are doing 2 and 3 jobs.
that's right.
And those 2 and 3 jobs is the very same people who do not want to give us what is due to us normally will employ us to work during the census, during the elections. Teachers, we have to do those jobs. Other than that, we are doing our
Please give us all what by capital. Is that?
Hey, you have pictures of that? Let us send some pictures.
Teachers, good morning. Good morning. From Central Office, I want to say thank you for the building of the momentum. And tomorrow we will be back on it again. There is no threat that we will bend to. Even the one played this morning of our union dues, we know how to do it. Even if it's by MMG, we will do it. We will uphold our union, and we will stand by our union. We are prepared, as I said before, we are prepared to go to the table. We are prepared. But unless you call us, we will not go. And we will be in contact with our membership this time. There is no bending. There is no pullback. Therefore, no threat but the momentum has been building up. We are still going to stand for collective bargaining, regardless. We will take all the non-salary, all we will take, but we will stand for our salary issues.
Yes.
Remember the 2% back then? That is still outstanding. So even though the salaries of those persons that joined the profession in 2016 has been rectified, we are not rectified with that money from the 2%. The debunching We have seen that the government in December have debunked, but that's not what we're asking for. We're asking for every teacher to be debunked based on a 2-year increment. So as we move along the scale, every 2 years, you're supposed to change. Therefore, if myself and Vanessa, we are the same scale, but I am at the scale 5 years before Vanessa, we should not be receiving the same salary. And you will agree with me with that. All right? So that's the debunching that we are talking about. Debunching persons who are graduate, you are only speaking about 30% of our teaching population. What about the other 70%? Yes, I understand there are another 30% perhaps doing goal. But right now, goal and goaling. Right? It's not making sense because they cannot be paid their allowance or be placed as a graduate. There are issues that is based on the meeting that we had attended on last Wednesday. So those persons cannot be paid for just now until they fix it. That max in massive. All right? I don't know how to make that make sense, but I know the university making sense. All right? So we are going to continue tomorrow under the same pressure. The pressure will increase. Do not fall for the threats. Every day you will be seeing a different central officer visiting as we go around the country. All right? But long live the Guyana Teachers Union. Long live Uncle Demerara. Long live Region 10. Long live Region 10. Long live the Union.
Solidarity forever. Here you have it, teachers. The union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. Right, thank you. So we continue tomorrow. We just learned that in Region 10, we only have 5% of teachers in school. And we are backing down. Snippers on the ground, and we are backing down. Snippers on the ground, and we are backing down. Snippers on the ground, all right. There you have it. Tomorrow the struggle continues.
All right. So we saw earlier region 2, sorry. Then region 10, that's Linden area. People out in Georgetown, the people out in region 5, the teachers, that is, and supporters. They're out in Berbice, Quarantine, all across the country. The unions are out in full support as well. At least we have seen thus far, the Guyana Trades Union Congress. We saw the president of the Guyana Trades Union Congress, Mr. Norris Witter, out there in Region 4 in Georgetown with the teachers. But this as we get some photographs coming in from around the country, but we are only unable to show you this here now. No school. Teachers are staying away in their numbers. Students are staying away in their numbers. And look at what they are doing. They're circulating a letter now, the illegal Ministry of Education, saying to teachers that as of now, the Ministry of Education will not deduct their dues. They have to take it somewhere else. This is what you call vindictiveness. This is low class, and shame on Priya Manik-Chand. Shame on the Ministry of Education. Shame on the installed PPP regime. Shame on them. So we carried Region 4. It's not something that we can carry 24 hours. You guys saw exactly what happened. We were there in Georgetown. You saw Norris Witter, the president of the Guyana Trades Union Congress out there, the general secretary of the Guyana Teachers Union out there. You saw other individuals spoke. You saw out in Region 2, Region 10, people out in under quarantine and West Coast Burbies and so forth. They are out in their large numbers. Bench Shop Radio, we just decided to give you guys an idea as to what's happening throughout the country and not to listen to the propaganda coming from Priya Manik-Chand and those propaganda channels, whether it's NCN or whatever. So stand strong, guys. Continue to support the teachers. This illegal Minister of Education, they've got to go. Others need to join the strike. They need to join this legitimate strike. Don't let those cowards like Priya Manik-Chand and others in the PPP tell you that this is an illegal strike. It is not. It is a strike for betterment. Betterment, better pay for the teachers, better treatment of the students all across the board. This is what it is all about. If Priya could afford to sell a house, according to information, for nearly $1 million US, why can't teachers survive? Why can't teachers get a piece of house lot? Why can't they get duty-free concessions? Why can't their family be happy too? Or is it only just for Priya Manik-Chand and her likes or ilks? Is that what it's? Is that what this is about? No, it's not. Priya, you are sleeping on the job, and it's time for you to go. It's time for you to pack up and go. You guys are an embarrassment, not only to the parliament, but to the entire country. Shame and disgrace. Imagine they give a toilet bowl to a school and Priya is broadcasting it. Priya is happy about it. A toilet bowl. A toilet bowl. Shame and disgrace. All right, guys, continue to look on other media platform, the ones that are legitimate. Don't listen to the PPP propaganda. The strike is on and it is successful at every level. The teachers' strike is successful. Kudos to the teachers and kudos to all of you who are supporting the teachers. Those of you who are in Georgetown, legitimate business people, mind you, legitimate business people. You can share a little water, a case of water, whatever, as you pass by and you see the teachers protesting, standing up for their rights. Bless them up. Those legitimate businessmen and women. Legitimate is the operative word. Legitimate. All right. If there's any other breaking news, we'll bring it to you. But the latest is that the corrupt installed PPP regime, they have exposed their vindictiveness, and they are saying to the teachers union, that the Ministry of Education will no longer be deducting the union dues from teachers. So in other words, the teachers have to find a way to do it. So that's just the vindictiveness of a crossing regime. I hope the nurses go out. I hope the sugar harvesters who don't even collect the crumbs from the billions that is being poured into Gaisuko. The sugar workers should strike. Taxi drivers should strike. Minibus operators should strike. Nurses should strike. Police could go on a go slow. Who knows? Public servants should strike. Now is the time. You strike the iron while it's hot. Strike is the operative word. Strike, strike, strike. Bring this corrupt PPP regime to its knees and let them understand that workers have rights too, that workers want to live the good life too. Billions of dollars, billions of oil revenues, and the poor people, regardless of their political affiliation, regardless of their ethnicity, the majority of poor, ordinary working class Guyanese do not see a dime of the oil revenue. It must stop. All of you must stand up and demand your share of the oil wealth. You must be paid better. Police, prison officers, Guyana Defense Force soldiers, public servants, bauxite workers, teachers, nurses, everybody must get a piece of the pie, a fair share of the oil revenue, not just Priya Manikchan and those corrupt individuals in the PPP regime. Everyone. Like I've said, if there's any other breaking news, we will bring that. But for now, we just want to say kudos. Another successful day, another successful teachers' strike. Keep it up, guys. Pray for the teachers and let's support them 100%.
Earth is weaker than the feeble strength of one, the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong.
They have taken untold billions that they never told to earn. But without our brain and muscle, not a single will return. We can break their haughty power, gain our freedom when we learn that the union makes us strong.
Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, solidarity forever.